Welcome to my chaotic yet peaceful channel. I just got back from being in Japan for 2 weeks and I am so excited to share with you my stationery and art supply haul and also some cute little goodies that I just thought were too cute not to show you. Japan was absolutely stunning and wonderful, and I do have an Instagram story highlight if you do want to see all the places that we went to. Overall though, my one rule for visiting Japan was to not overspend and not overbuy things and be a responsible consumer. So I really believe that I stuck to that rule and I bought only things that I would actually use in my art project and also just small things that actually have significance to me or to my home. So let's just jump right into it. Alright, let's start off with the paint. So I realized that Amsterdam is not a Japanese brand, they're Dutch. However, I got these paints at one of the first places we went to, Sasabe Art Material Store in Osaka, and they were half the price of what they would cost me in Adelaide to get. I have strictly only been using acrylic gouache for like the past year, so I was waiting to go to Japan to actually get my set of acrylic paint, and you can see that I picked up a very tiny orange. That's because orange is the color I probably use least, but I decided to still have a little bit of. And of course, 2 whites because that's probably the color that I use the most. Cool, let's go to the next ones. So these are Japanese paints and they are all acrylic gouache. These Holbein acrylic gouache is what I currently use. I decided to just grab a few colors that I don't have and more white because I always run out of that. This golden color is actually sparkly, which is really cool. And I'm excited to try to use some of that. I'm gonna be really honest, I wish I picked up more of these acrylic gouache from Holbein, but they didn't have them anymore at Sasabe. They completely ran out. Luckily found them at another smaller art store, which I forgot where it was, but I'll put it up on the screen. Also, since they didn't have Holbein at Sasabe, I decided to try some of the Turner. These colors have slightly mixed reviews. I have swatched them and painted with them a few days ago, and I like them a lot. They are a lot thicker than the Holbein acrylic paint. I also don't own much pastels, so I decided to pick up a set of pastels. They didn't have any sort of purple pastel, and I thought that I could mix this purple with this white. However, I just realized that when I mix this purple with this white, it's very similar to the pink because they're both called lilac. In any case, I definitely will use most of these colors in my work. Now, people might find it a little silly to maybe carry canvas back from Japan, but these canvases are shapes that I've been looking for in Adelaide and I struggle to find them. So these are just some cute little semicircles and I feel like I could paint some nice sunsets or something on them. And the next ones are heart-shaped canvases, a very rounded heart shape. Usually the ones that I find here are very strongly heart-shaped, and I thought these were different, so I picked up 2. And also, I have been looking for hexagons for a year straight now. I've tried to buy them online, but I kind of didn't like any of them, and I found them at Sasabe, so I picked up 2 of them. Next are some paintbrushes that I bought. These ones are Sasabe's own brand of paintbrushes. I've been wanting for a long time now to learn how to paint with more flat brushes. Paintbrushes are also expensive in Australia compared to Japan, so I picked up another 2 smaller ones, plus 2 more from Sanseido, which is another store we visited. And I also got an angled flat brush with a really nice wooden handle, which I don't have any of. I've used a few of these brushes now and I absolutely love them. Let me just show you what my older small brush looked like, and you'll know why I needed a new one. This is a brush that I've been using since maybe high school in Thailand, so it's probably like over 10 years old now. Paint is chipping off the wood handle. I've taped this part because this has fallen, but you see the brush itself is still really good. However, I'm really excited to finally have a new one. And honestly, let me just say that after painting with new brushes, I can tell the difference and I will be investing in better brushes for my future. Thank you. Next, what I wanted to show you is all my washi tape, and I also picked up just some normal masking tape, which I haven't seen this size and this stickiness in Adelaide, so that's why I got it. All right, let me unwrap all of these and show them to you. If you've followed me in the past year, you know that I use a lot of washi tape for my Pantone card painting challenge. These 4 I got from Sanseido, and I love them all so much. This one actually has desserts on it, which is really cute. So these were in between $1 to $2 each. And I got some also slightly more expensive, nicer washi tape from Itoya in Ginza. That store is absolutely stunning. But yeah, these patterns just reminded me of the material on a kimono, and I probably won't use them for painting, but maybe for making cards to give to people or to decorate things for myself. I also got some paper. I was actually looking for blocks of this mixed media paper, but I only found it in a spiral notebook form, which is fine, but I'm excited to just try it out with some of my acrylic gouache paint and see how it fares. Next, what I wanted to show you are all of these stickers. Most of them I bought from Sanseido. They have some Japanese patterns on them. I tried to get stickers that I normally couldn't find here. I'm so excited to actually try to use these on cards to give to people or just stick on my own belongings. That store was absolutely amazing, but I couldn't take any pictures inside of it. Rows and rows of stickers and stationery items. At one point, it actually got so overwhelming for me because I had no idea what to pick, and I would spend like an hour and a half in each stationery store. These stickers are really gorgeous too. I got them at Itoya in Ginza. These ones I got from a museum in Kawaguchiko, but they're more like stamps used for letters, I think. And this one, I totally forgot where I got it from, but I haven't decided where to stick it yet. And from all the rows and rows of paper items, I only picked up this little cute notepad with birds on it. I think they're lovebirds or parakeets. They're super, super cute. These are some postcards. They were only about $1 each, which is amazing. Also from the museum in Kawaguchiko. This is another postcard for myself. It's from one of the palaces we visited with traditional Japanese peonies. Kyoto was another absolutely stunning place. This is where I got some very small origami papers. These two cards, which are absolutely stunning. And I know this may be a bit of a silly purchase, but it's just a printed version of the deer in Nara. And I was thinking of just coloring it in for a short. I didn't get anything else much in Nara, so I thought this would be a good memory. Cool, now let's move on to the other goodies that are actually not stationery related. This is a kaleidoscope that I got from the craft village, Yashi no Sato, I think it was called, in Mount Fuji. Traditional Japanese material on it, and it's really beautiful. I don't know if you can actually see through it. Oh my gosh, yes you can, I did it. There you go. So yeah, it works. It's amazing, but I only got one puzzle from my whole trip in Japan. Honestly, wish I got more. This is with Totoro and some nice little flowers and fruits. It's really great quality. I ended up doing it last night and it was beautiful. All of these next things are materials from Kyoto. Heaven for people who like sewing and can actually do more crafts. I think you definitely have to go there. These are placeholders for cups. I ended up just getting some material, which reminds me of the Great Wave, which is one of my favorite paintings to make pillowcases out of. One is gray and the other one is like a dark blue. And this was slightly more expensive. Belt that you wrap around the kimono when you get dressed. The material itself was stunning, so I ended up grabbing it as well. This one is just a little towel that I got with the Great Wave on it. It's really, really long though. I feel like it would look really neat on a nice table, or I could just use it in my kitchen. The other two things I actually got from the airport, and they were probably a little overpriced, but I don't own any brooches, and they don't sell many of them in Australia. Even if they did, these designs definitely look quite Japanese. I really enjoyed those and I got them. And last but not least, this is probably one of my favorite two items that I got in Japan. They are from Loft. They're Japanese like ceramics or pottery, beautifully made. They're definitely hand painted. Actually, at first I saw just this one and I was only gonna get one, but of course my fiance was like, why don't you get both of them? They were the only ones left. So I like this shape as well. I feel like they look like little hearts or little edamame beans. You get the point. Oh, whoops, I forgot to show you. I also got one of these things because I never had one before. It wasn't very expensive, so I thought having one in my artillery would be good. I really hope you enjoyed this art supply and stationery and other goodies from Japan haul. Let me know if you would like to see any swatches or if you have any questions about any of the items that I showed you in the video. And I'll see you in the next one. You know.